This afternoon we're out on a green roof that's actually a trial garden at Sandhills Publishing in Lincoln. Sandhills building behind me here is a LEED Gold building, and as a part of its sustainability issues, they decided to put a green roof on part of it. This is also a trial garden because I'm testing out some plants that grow in Nebraska's prairies, the Sandhills, and some plants that we can get commercially that are I think pretty well adapted to the green roof. At least we're going to find that out as we look at it. We've got a randomized trial here of about 30 to 3 dozen plants, and some of them are available in the trade and some are not, and we're hoping to find out how they're doing. One of the ones that did not bloom last year, this green roof is now in its second summer, is this Penstemon pinifolius, and it's got this lovely red flower on it, gives some interest. We've got a number of plants in here with gray foliage, and essentially the gray foliage helps reflect the light, and it's kind of a natural adaptation to take a hot, windy environment like on a roof or in a prairie. And we've got a number of sages. We've got Artemisia ludoviciana, the prairie sandwort or prairie sagewort. We've got some plants from southwest Nebraska, Artemisia filifolia, which is actually a small shrub, and we have some Artemisia frigida, which is also a native plant. We've got a number of onions up here, and you might say, well, are you growing them for your garden? No. Onions have been known to do very well on green roofs because they're cool season plants, and the bulbs will actually help them overwinter and get through tough periods. So they do very well on green roofs. Now, in addition to a lot of these flowering forbs out here, we have a number of grasses and sedges. And grasses and sedges make up really the larger part of our prairie. And they've done very well up here. They form kind of a matrix, and they allow the flowering plants to come through. We have little blue stem. Everybody should know that. That's our Nebraska state grass. We have a sun sedge. We have blue grama. We've got a number of these grasses, and these grasses can also be used by homeowners. Now, one of the reasons why the grasses, particularly those that do well in the Sandhills, are doing well on this green roof is because of the well-drained soil. Now, just because this is a tough environment doesn't mean that every homeowner in a new home particularly that's got all of that spoil that's been dug up as subsoil and banked against their foundation is going to be able to grow these plants without some modification of the soil. They seem to do better in the well-drained soil, but our heavy clay soils, you're going to have to modify it. Probably the best thing to do is add some organic matter. Don't just add sand or you'll end up with concrete. So that's one way that you can grow a number of these grasses. Now, we're early in the season here, but we can expect things like little blue stem to get up another foot and a half, turn a nice color in the fall. The same thing, you'll have decorative seed heads on the blue grama that will go through the winter as well. Most green roofs have sedums, and sedums do fine there, but we need to think about our native flora, both the grasses and the forbs, and try to incorporate that not only into green roofs, but also into our homes and gardens.